Stick and stick man does whatever a stick can.
Does, which is this and looking like a stick.
Walk around, look like a stick.
Yeah.
Hide in leaves, eat some leaves.
Occasionally wiggle side to side.
Run
Trying
away
to look
from
like a
not
leaf.
leave things.
Yeah.
Stick and
Stick
stick man.
and stick man.
Why? Hello and welcome to One Watch. This is where
Oh, you
Sam
have
talks
to
about
give me
stuff.
time to edit between the clicks. Hello and welcome to One Watch. Did the old intro make it in? Don't know. If it didn't, then this is the intro.
Yeah.
It's just Sam and Tom here. Again, it's mostly just us who do these.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some guests in soon. We talk about things that we've watched. We watch things and we talk about them. That's what I say, isn't it? That's like the tagline.
Yeah.
Introduction. Probably know that if you're listening. I don't think these get many new. I've watched one thing. Tom's not.
No,
But-
we did one yesterday and
We didn't.
we recorded one yesterday.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. Recorded
Day
the
or
day
day
before
before?
yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see that?
I've not watched
Sometimes
anything
Tom
since
does that.
then.
You did. Like, he's right.
Yeah.
But he was wrong. He was absolutely wrong. How's basketball going? Because that's the one we recorded, and probably, hopefully, this one gets uploaded in order. So that
Yeah.
one's after.
Yeah, it's still going fine.
Good.
Yeah, I'm dominating. I'm rookie. Not so much on pro.
Tom's
Getting my
NBA
VC.
2K. It's
Yeah.
VC, your virtual currency.
Yeah.
Trying to build players.
Yeah.
Great. Let's just repeat.
Yeah.
That's boring. You should watch things. Ugh. I watched the thing and it was so good I want to talk about it. Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Fucking loved it. So it started and the Marvel flicking of the heroes comes up, and you know how they have that dramatic Marvel music?
Yeah.
Well, it does that dramatic, like, operatic music comes in, and then it goes do 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 in like the dramatic Marvel theme, and I was like, oh, I'm so hyped already for this. And then it goes through, and it's just like the whole way through, I'm like, I'm laughing. This is fun. That villain is a villain, but he's not like a world destroyed, oh, this is so epic villain. He's just kind of a bad guy, and
Yeah.
Spider-Man just happens to be brilliant. And it's like, oh, we've skipped the spider bite part, so we just get to have this kid go around being Spider-Man. I was like, oh, and then by the end I was like, I laughed so much through it and just enjoyed it. I was like, I'm going to talk about this. It's a great
Fair play.
fucking film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't want to just like go on one of my random, oh, it's good because of this and this and this.
Yeah.
So ask me questions, Tom. Ask me questions. Let's make a chat out of this.
How does it compare to the last two starts of the franchise, I guess?
Do you mean the Tobey Maguire one and the Andrew Garfield
Yeah.
one? Right. It's unfair because it's not really a start. Technically, his start is in Civil War. That's when his character comes in and you kind of get used to him. But they skip the I've been bitten by a spider. Oh, look, my friend's Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
Oh, look, here's Mary Jane. Though they sort of have Mary Jane in, but it's you'll see if you watch it. As Spider-Man, like, he's getting younger. And his Aunt May's getting younger. Like, I think I've said this as a joke before. The next one they cast, like, Spider-Man has to be a toddler, and Mary Young's like, May Young, Aunt May is like, I don't know, like 16.
Yeah.
Like, that's the next step in this.
Spider
Like,
baby, spider baby.
oh, I bet there's a Spider Baby. I don't know. It compares very favourably. I actually quite enjoyed the first Amazing Spider-Man, which is the first Andrew Garfield one. I thought that it was a high school-y... It's the Spider-Man I want, the slightly socially awkward...
Yeah.
Peter Parker needs to be an interesting character for me. I always felt in the Tobey Maguire one, Peter Parker's character was always second to the Spider-Man
and he was
aspect.
sort of just a broody teen.
Yeah.
So he was.
Well, he became really broody in the third one.
Yeah.
Like, he was just a bit bland. His life was just a bit, I'm going to be awkward, and now look, I'm Spider-Man, and this is where the real story is.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, the original Spider-Man film is like, that's probably one of the first heroic comic book films that's actually true to its comic. Like, visual, look, style, personas, characters. This one is very true as well to Spider-Man. I felt this was very Spider-Man-ish. I really enjoyed it.
Right, in the new one, Web, is it from his body, or is it the
okay.
super tech version?
Right, it's tech.
Tech.
It's
Cool.
tech, which is what it should be. It's tech, but it's tech that's ever changing because Tony Stark,
Yeah.
Iron Man's in it,
Yeah.
and much like in various comic books, Iron Man helps him design a suit. Well, sort of just gives him a suit, and then that suit is like, right, you now have 500 something combinations of webbing. He's like, okay, I'll try this one, and it's like, that's your taser web, that's this web. So there's lots of different webs, but it's always cartridges. They can run out.
Yeah.
He has his web shooters are tech.
Yeah.
They are not.
Yeah, his superpowers are the spidey sense, the strength, and the agility. Not being able to shoot webs out of my wrists randomly.
No, that was always. There's some debate about is he intelligent? Is his intelligence increased by being a spider? But generally, it's accepted that he got into the lab that bit him by the spider because he was smart enough to be accepted. He is prodigally a prodigal genius, you know, kind of thing. So he's just. Yeah, it's just web tech, and it's very well done web tech. I thought the webbing was done very, very well.
Nice.
It's got a whole range of great characters and little cameos and stuff. There's loads of bits that made me laugh. There's a bit Childish Gambino, also known as Donny Glover, also known as Troy from Troy and Abed in Community. I can't remember which
Troy
Glover.
and Abed in the morning.
Yeah, that's the guy. He plays this sort of villain, like a henchman in it.
Yeah.
And you get those kind of combos. You know, the kind of, this is just regular people combos, like good combos, good conversation. And Spider-Man sort of tracks him down a bit, webs his hands to his car, and starts like trying to interrogate him with a fake voice. And goes, "Why are you doing the fake voice? I heard you before, you're a girl." And he's like, "I don't have a girl's voice." And he's like, "Whatever, you don't have that manly voice." And so Spider-Man like turns off this like man voice, the deep angry voice, and starts trying to talk normal. "Where's this?" And he goes, "Yeah, you need to get better at this." And he's Spider-Man in his company. He goes, "Can I give you a piece of advice?" "What?" "Like, you need to practice the interrogation bit. You're really not doing it well." He's like, "Well, where is he?" "Oh, to the docks, go here." And he's like, "Great." And he starts to walk away. And Gambino's like, "Hey, I need..." No, Spider-Man's like, "Don't worry, that webbing will dissolve in like 2 hours." He goes, 2 hours? "Oh, come on, man, I got ice cream in the car." And he goes, "No, you're a bad guy, you deserve it. Bad guy." And he's like, "Come on, man, you're a bad guy, gotta go, bye, 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 bye." And just flies out. Just there's little moments like that. There's lots of little jokes. The soundtrack's amazing. It mixes the like operatic, this is your big high drama spectacle music with loads of really great little tracks. Spoon, The Underdog was in there, which is a track I haven't heard in years. The Ramones are in there. Like, it's great. It's a great running soundtrack film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, it's lots of action. It's set piece to set piece to set piece, and it's not a set the world on fire. Look, we've reinvented comic books. But as a Spider-Man film, it's very, very good. And Spider-Man is okay. So I have read and bought a lot of comics in my time, and I go on phases with heroes. Like, so I had Superman a few years ago, and I always say Superman's my favourite superhero, and big fan of the Flash. I know all the Marvel guys from back when. I want to be the cool guy who can be like, "Oh yeah, Watchmen," and Deadpool, because he's all cool now, and I read like Blue Midnight when he was nothing, and the Punisher and all that. But the comics that brought me to the dance were Spider-Man. The superhero that brought me to dance was the Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s. You know, like that. Spider-Man's always that hero I grew up with, so it's really fun watching
I'm the
Spider-Man
cool
film.
guy. I just didn't transition.
Go on.
The only comics that I've read are The Crow, Darkman, Spawn, and mangas.
Yeah, and I want to be that guy. I want to be that cool guy like you that's just read the dark, edgy, the more, obscure, interesting comic. But Spider-Man's, like, I've read shit tons, but Spider-Man's the one that brought me to that. Spider-Man's the comic. If I fancy reading something, first thing I'll go is what's happening in Spider-Man now.
If I looked for a comic now, I'd look for one of the mangas.
Yeah, fair. Well, I'd recommend The Flash. Flash Rebirth is great. But Spider-Man is... What I was getting at with Spider-Man's my comic book, and it's really nice to see the film done, and it's Spider-Man, and you can recognise the Spider-Man in it. There's bits I need to talk about off recording, or after recording, because they will be spoiler bits.
Fair.
Questions? Maybe you want to ask me about the villain? I don't know.
Before the villain,
a
very important question for any Marvel film.
Okay.
Stan Lee. Good cameo, dumb cameo.
Great cameo.
Excellent.
Do you want me to tell you his cameo?
Go for it.
Okay. Really, really simple. Okay. There's a montage. Really early on, they do a Spider-Man montage, and I felt it set up great, because the montage is him doing very simple things. Like, he webs to help something not fall. He's on a building, and there's a guy selling newspapers, like, hey, you're that Spider guy. And he's like, Spider-Man. He's like, do a flip, Spider-Man. And Spider-Man does a flip. I don't know why I've given that guy, like, a black guy from, like, 90s street film. He doesn't talk. It's a middle-aged guy who's just a newspaper seller with a Brooklyn accent that I can't do, apparently. Yeah. And Spider-Man just does a backflip and then gets a little round of applause. And then Spider-Man, like, webs a guy to a car because he's stealing a car, but then sets off the car alarms. And this woman's car, shut that car alarms because he was trying to steal a car. And this guy comes like, hey, I'm working nights, man, come on. And then Stan Lee comes out of a window and is like, don't make me come down there and kick your ass, you punk. And then Spider-Man starts talking. And then the woman who's yelled, like, come on, goes, oh, hey, Reg, how's it going? And he goes, oh, not bad, Mary, how's your wife? How's your sister? And they just that's it. That's his cameo. It's lovely little... Yeah, Stan Lee's cameo is very good.
Cool. Bad guy. Who is it?
The bad guy is the Vulture.
Never heard of him.
You never heard of the Vulture? No. Okay. He came into the comics sort of 80s, I think. Maybe like late 70s. Maybe earlier, actually. He's... The general gist of Tooms generally is he's an older guy who's trying to find youth. And he dresses as a vulture, and he has like wings that he can fly with and stuff.
Okay.
He's played by Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
So Michael Keaton has come out the ground to do his one film every 3-4 years, and now he'll go back to slumber and rest because it's Michael Keaton. Yeah. Great as always. Michael Keaton is never not great, even when he's in.
But he only does good films.
Well, he's in the RoboCop remake.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
All right.
He obviously thought it was the original.
He did, clearly.
It'd been a while. Yeah. He figured it was like the next number 2.
Yeah, the thing, like, Tooms is nice because he's not a world-beating villain. He's more just, I sell things to other gangsters and I have my gang. The gimmick, which this is in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything beyond the trailer, is he is converting tech from previous Avengers battles and just collecting it and turning it into... Well, mostly it's to sell, but he also turned it into the Vulture suit and prototypes of things as well, because that's what he can do. Yeah. You know Orange is the New Black?
Yeah.
You know Piper's brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sort of like his number one designer geek guy in it. And he's just got a gang. There's a nice little way that they bring him into Peter Parker's world, which I thought was... It saw it coming, but I liked the way they did it. And it wastes no time with him as a villain. It's like, he's a villain, quite simple motivation. This is how he acts. Him and Peter are going to fight. Yeah. Get on with it, you know?
Fair.
Yeah. It's really well done, dude. I really, really enjoyed it. I came out, I was like, I feel so happy. Like, I enjoyed that so much. Like, it was 2 hours that just went, and it was just like, that's a really good Spider-Man film. It's really, really enjoyable. Well done. It was really nice.
Nice.
It's really, really nice. It's lovely, and there's lots of Avengers bits in there and stuff. But I really, really liked it.
Fair play. So, yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming, that's it. So, Tom does basketball, I've been watching Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah. That's it. That's the one watch. Nice, simple, quick one. Probably this will just go up in between bigger ones. Might not.
Yeah. And if you're interested in NBA 2K, go watch the last one. Maybe. The one that's got NBA 2K.
No, I'll go with Spider-Man. Yeah. And then The Wire.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.